What's up, guys? Glad to have you guys back on Get Rice Now YouTube. I hope the material that I'm producing and that I'm creating is helpful. And forgive me if some of this stuff seems redundant, but hey, I'm all about sometimes you gotta repeat yourself to get it through people's heads. So my mission is to help people to achieve their goals, realizing opportunities and achieving the results. So that's kind of my mantra for me when I do these videos, my blog posts and things of that sort. So today, first off, make sure you follow me on my social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything, YouTube, obviously. Get Rice Now, that's GETRICENOW. Feel free to like, share, comment, shoot me a DM. Let's discuss, let's open some discussion. So today I want to talk to you guys about shaping your future. I've had this story in my mind where I've kind of waited for someone to tag me to put me in the game of life, and realizing that that moment would never come. And not to say that it's anybody else's duty to make sure I'm successful or make sure I get to the next level. But what I realized that responsibility fell on me. And when I started thinking, well, if the responsibility falls on me, what am I do to make sure I'm the best player on the team? So, you know, when you're in kindergarten or elementary school and you're picking teams on who to play, who's gonna play with you, you're the team captain, obviously, you start a football team, start a basketball team, or whatever, gets picked first. And what I think we don't realize is that the reason why they would pick first, one, because they probably had natural abilities, but two, they probably been playing football, basketball since they were probably 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. And so now that they're in elementary school and middle school, high school, and we see these great talents, and we say, man, it'd be nice to have that. But we don't know how much practice they went through. And so my question I ask myself when I start asking me, okay, what can I really do to succeed in life is, and how can I become that best player in life? And I just realized that, okay, well, there are some key elements, some key aspects of my life. And for me, it was 4. One was economics, the other was family and relationships, other was health, whether it's eating and exercising, and the last one for me was emotional stability, strength and stamina. And for me, the emotional comes from the spiritual aspect of it. So let's talk about the first. We all want to say we don't love money, but as Les Brown would say, it's right up there with air, right? Everybody, you know, everybody says money's not important, but everybody want to find out for themselves. And once again, that's another quote from Les Brown. And for me, in order to survive in this life, it takes money. Now, you don't have to make a lot of money, but you have to make a significant amount of money to make sure that you have a nice home, a decent transportation to and from work. Make sure you have, you know, provide for your family, whether it's food, whether it's a vacation, whether it's health insurance, things of that sort. So for me, I asked myself, what can I do to put myself in a better financial situation? And I was always looking for the quick money. And Warren Buffett says, and I think Ray Dalio asked Warren Buffett this, like, why more people are not wealthy? Your financial plans and principles are very simple. He says a lot. And Warren Buffett's response was, a lot of people don't like to make money slowly. And they hit home for me. So when you talk about, for me, economics, one part of it was making money, another part was saving money, and another part was investing money. And so I was always good at making money, and I was okay with saving money. But the investment part, I just really couldn't get a handle on it. So basically what I started doing, and even to this day, I started just thrusting myself into financial books, to asking, I think I had 3 to 5 financial advisors who I talk to on a weekly basis about different strategies. So that's one aspect to, you know, to help shape my future. Another aspect is the family and relationships. One, how your kids view you is very important. And you got to ask yourself, what are you doing to help shape that viewpoint of view? So whether you're married, whether you're divorced, whether you're a single parent, where your single parent mom, single parent dad, or I know a couple of my friends who had to adopt some of their nieces and nephews. But what are you doing to shape their viewpoint of you? Now, I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm not talking about okay, trying to get a kid to like you. But what I often see when you're talking about shaping your future, and is that people make decisions and they do things and they don't explain it to their kids or to their spouse or to their followers or to their employees. What are you doing? What are you doing to make sure that people understand where you're coming from? So when you see a lot of these big, large corporations laying people off, yeah, we all say, oh, that's bad, yeah. But do you know the backstory? And do those leaders provide that backstory? And same thing as a man. I believe a man's the head of the household. When you're in a relationship with a woman or whoever you choose to be with, what are you doing to communicate to them why you're making the certain decisions and why do you act the way that you do? And granted, you don't have all the time to explain why you're doing this. Sometimes you just have to do it. And sometimes, and here's another thing, everybody's not going to be okay with your decisions. It is not meant for everyone to be okay with your decision. Sometimes you have to be okay with making a decision even when people are ungrateful and they don't appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, a great leader, especially when you're talking about building a future, is about making those tough decisions, knowing that it's for the right reason. Now, this is not an opportunity for you to become a tired dictatorship and say, hey, you're supposed to follow me. So for me, that was an aspect of me that I felt like becoming a better me for the future and being successful. The third aspect of what I realized I had to be more okay with is health. I'm vegan. A lot of people don't know that, but I'm vegan. And I've been vegan for almost 4 or 5 years now. And a lot of people ask me why. Is it a health reason? Was it because of scared? No. I mean, simply put, I watched a McDonald's video on pink slime and McDonald's hamburgers, and I was like, okay, cool, now I'm good. I'm fine. I'm just gonna pass on it. Now I'm not. This is McDonald's. This is not me trying to slander you or try to get on your bad side. But for me, I just choose. For me, I feel better when I eat plant-based. And so also another aspect of health is exercising. I don't subscribe to the Iron Tribes and the big big chains and Planet Fitness and all that stuff. I'm gonna believe in cardio, stamina. I'm a runner. I love keeping things simple, not over complex, not trying to put wear and tear on my body. So for me, when I feel better health-wise, I feel like I can play better in the game of life. And the last component I would like to talk to you about is the emotional stability and strength and stamina. And I put those three in there specifically. Stability, strength, and stamina. When you're talking about being successful and building a business, and for me being a lawyer as well, you have to have a certain amount of stability to juggle so many different variables that come into a case or into a life. Whether you have kids, whether you have a spouse, whether you have a business partner, you have to have the stability to just be grounded and focused and have a firm foundation when trying to navigate this life. Because if you go too much on the left, you can mess up things up. If you go too much to the right, you can mess up things up. And the second part of that is strength. And I'm not talking about just brute strength. I'm talking about the strength to understand and remain focused on your goal in life. And when you're talking about being successful, like you got to know, you got to hold on to the mental thought of what is it that I came here to do. When I go to college or when I go to high school or when I go join the military or when I start a business, why did I decide to do this? And hold on to that mental goal. And that takes a lot of strength because you can let the distraction distract you. Another thing I always talk about, for me, it helped to prepare myself to be build a better future is stamina. Strength is one thing. And that, you can live or you can kind of just hold tight in the moment. But holding that strength through a long period of time is very key. Because the game of life, really, honestly, if you're doing it right, it's about time. Strategically placing yourself and engaging in certain behaviors over a certain period of time. And so for me, I had to focus on these 4 core principles when developing a better me to be a better team player in life. And that's my economics. What am I doing to, make money, save money, invest money? What am I doing to invest in great relationships? And how am I engaging my family? What am I doing to improve my health? And what am I doing to make sure that I have a high level emotional stability, strength, and stamina? Guys, I hope this has helped you. I hope you guys have a great day. Please follow me, like, share, comment. Get Rice Now. That's GETRICENOW. Check out my new website, by the way, RonnieORice.com. Check out some paraphernalia. Schedule me. You want to do a meeting, a virtual meeting, coffee, things of that sort. I look forward to hearing you guys. Guys, have a blessed day.